Welcome to the QuickBooks Chapter 4 lecture video. In Chapter 4, we will make general journal entries. QuickBooks allows you to record journal entries in general journal format. We completed journal entries in Chapters 1 through 5 of the college accounting text. In Chapters 2 and 3 of QuickBooks, we entered bills, paid bills, wrote checks, created invoices, and received payments. Behind the scenes, QuickBooks recorded those entries in general journal format using debits and credits. At times, some account balances need to be adjusted in order to bring their account balance up to date. We worked with adjusting entries in Chapter 4 of the college accounting text. Please refer back to that chapter if you need to refresh your memory. As we record daily activities and adjusting entries, QuickBooks updates the accounting records and financial statements at the same time. In manual accounting, we learned that the journal is called the book of original entry because it is where transactions are initially recorded chronologically in date order. For each transaction, at least one account is debited and at least one account is credited. In compound entries, more than one account can be debited or credited as long as the totals of the debits and credits equal. Transactions can be recorded only in the general journal, or some transactions can be recorded in special journals. In either case, at month end, the transactions from the journals are posted to the general ledger. We learned that certain accounts like supplies, prepaid insurance, and depreciation have to be adjusted to bring their account totals in balance. In adjusting entries, an expense account is always debited as it increases that account, and an asset, contra asset, or liability account is always credited. Asset accounts are decreased, and contra asset and liability accounts are increased. The adjusting entry for supplies used results in a debit to office supplies expense and a credit to office supplies. The adjusting entry for expired insurance results in a debit to insurance expense and a credit to prepaid insurance. The adjusting entry from depreciation results in a debit to the depreciation expense account and a credit to the accumulated depreciation account. We also made adjusting entries to the unpaid salaries accounts, which results in a debit to salaries expense and a credit to salaries payable, which is a liability account. Adjusting entries are always recorded in the general journal and then posted to the general ledger to update the account balances. And the adjusted balances are used to prepare the financial statements, income statement, statement of owner's equity, and balance sheet. The adjusting entries are typically prepared on the date the financial statements are prepared. They can be recorded more often, and in fact, most large companies typically prepare them monthly. In QuickBooks, activities are recorded in the different windows, like pay bills, etc. And behind the scenes, QuickBooks records the activity in general journal format. QuickBooks uses the Make General Journal Entries window for adjusting entries. The Make General Journal Entries window is similar to a manual accounting system. As information is entered, the balances in the general ledger, chart of accounts, trial balance, and financial statements are updated at the same time. Thus, adjusting entries can be entered monthly. On page 4-3 of your textbook, we begin the chapter problem. Create a Chapter 4 QuickBooks Practice Problem folder and save the Chapter 4 Kristen Reyna file to the folder. Open QuickBooks as directed on page 4-3 of your textbook. Open the company file, make a backup copy of the company file, restore the backup copy of the company file, and change the company name. Note, the steps are not outlined from this chapter forward for completing these steps, so refer back to Chapter 3 if you need to for help. The chart of accounts list is the list of accounts a company uses as it conducts its business. In a manual accounting system, all the individual accounts are placed together in a book called the General Ledger. Each account in the General Ledger shows increases and decreases, recorded as debits and credits, and the balance in each account. In computerized accounting systems, a General Ledger is also maintained showing increases, decreases, and the balance of the account. The chart of accounts list has become synonymous with the General Ledger in computerized accounting systems, although it indicates only the balance and not all detailed activity. In QuickBooks, the chart of accounts list consists of the account number, name, type, and balance. The account numbers are optional but are used in this text. The account name appears in Windows and Reports. The balance is determined by the original amount that is entered and then updated as activities are entered. Account types are used to determine where to place the account name and balance on the financial statements and to establish system default accounts. The account types consist of the following categories: assets, liabilities, equity, income, and expenses. To view the chart of accounts list, click Reports on the main menu bar, point to List, and click Account Listing. See page 4-4 for the account listing. Notice there are parent accounts and sub-accounts. By default, sub-accounts display the parent account name left aligned and the sub-account name to the right of the parent account name all on one line. For example, furniture, cost account 1725 is a sub-account of 1700 furniture and fixtures. 1700 furniture and fixtures is the parent account, and 1725 furniture cost is the sub-account. To view a specific account, see page 4-5. With the account listing open, place the mouse pointer over the cash operating account until it becomes a magnifying glass with a Z in it, the zoom pointer. Double-click the mouse. The Edit Account window for cash operating is displayed. See page 4-6 for a description and explanation of the parts of the Edit Account window. Close the Edit Account window by clicking Cancel or the X in the upper right corner. Double-click 1800 Computers, 1850- Accumulated Depreciation Computers. Notice in the Edit Account window, this account is marked as a sub-account of 1800- Computers. Close the Edit Account window. Close the Account Listing Report with the X in the upper right corner. To add an account, click Lists on the main menu bar and click Chart of Accounts. The accounts are mostly left aligned. The parent accounts are left aligned and the sub-accounts are indented under the parent name. The list displays differently in the chart of accounts than in the account listing report. List windows have drop-down menu buttons at the bottom of the window. The first menu button represents the name of the list. There are buttons specific to the list and a Reports button. To add an account to the Chart of Accounts window, at the Chart of Accounts list window, click the Account menu button. In the submenu, click New. Click Expense as the account type and then click Continue. Enter 6050 as the account number and the account name is Advertising Expense. If the information is correct, click Save and Close. See pages 4-8 through 4-10. To delete an account, click Lists on the main menu bar, click Chart of Accounts. Select 6350 Promotion Expense. Click the Account menu button. In the submenu, click Delete Account. In the Delete Account warning box, click OK. Close the Chart of Accounts list window, pages 4-10 and 4-11. To edit an account, open the Chart of Accounts list, select 1700 Furniture and Fixtures. Click the Account menu button, click Edit Account in the submenu. The Edit Account window appears. Click the Name field. Delete the words "and fixtures." Click Save and Close. Close the Chart of Accounts window and complete the practice exercises on the top of page 4-12. We learned about and completed trial balances in the college accounting textbook. The trial balance is simply used to verify that the total debits equal the total credits, or to ensure that the general ledger is in balance. In computerized accounting systems, there is less chance of the accounts being out of balance because the postings to the general ledger and arithmetic computations occur automatically. It is still useful in viewing account balances before making adjusting journal entries. To view and print the trial balance, click Reports on the main menu bar, point to Accountant and Taxes, and click Trial Balance in the submenu. At the From and To fields, choose 1/1/2014 and 2/28/14, then click the Refresh button in the upper right corner. To print the report, click File, Save as PDF, navigate to your QuickBooks Chapter 4 Practice folder, and then save the report as Trial Balance. Close the report. In QuickBooks, adjusting entries are recorded in the Make General Journal Entries window. The window is set up similarly to a manual accounting system. It lists the account and amount of the debit entry, the account and amount of the credit entry, and an explanation. To view the Make General Journal Entries window, click Company on the main menu bar and click Make General Journal Entries. If you get a message assigning numbers to journal entries, place a check mark in the box to the left of Do Not Display this message in the future and click OK. The Make General Journal Entries window opens. See page 4-14 for an explanation and description of the fields in the Make General Journal Entries window. In the Make General Journal Entries window, choose or type 2/28/14 in the date field. In the entry number field, key AJE1, which stands for Adjusting Entry 1. Place a check mark in the box to the left of Adjusting Entry by clicking on the box if necessary. In the first line of the Account field, click the drop-down arrow and click 60/50 Advertising Expense. In the Debit field, key 100. In the second line of the Account field, click the drop-down list arrow and click 1410 Prepaid Advertising. In the Credit field, 100 should appear. In the Memo field, key to record 1 month advertising expense. If the entry matches page 4-15, click Save and Close. Remember, in journal entries, the value of debits and credits must equal. If you try to save an entry that is not in balance, you won't be able to save that transaction. Complete the practice exercises on page 4-16. Period-end accounting reports consist of the journal, the general ledger, and the adjusted trial balance reports. These reports should be printed at the end of each month. To view and print the journal report, click Reports on the main menu bar, then point to Accounting and Taxes, and click Journal in the submenu. At the From and To fields, choose 2/1/14 and 2/28/14, and then click the Refresh button. Click the Customize Report button on the top of the report. The Modify Report Journal dialog box appears. Click the Filters tab. In the Choose Filter field, scroll down and click Transaction Type. The box to the right of the Choose Filter field changes to Transaction. From the Transaction Type drop-down list, click Journal, click OK. Only the journal entries are displayed. The report is shown on page 4-18 in your textbook. Your totals should match. To print, click File on the main menu bar and click Save as PDF. Navigate to your Chapter 4 practice folder and save the report as journal. Close the report. To view and print the Adjusting Journal Entries report, click Reports on the main menu bar, point to Accounting and Taxes, and click Adjusting Journal Entries. At the From and To fields, choose 2/1/14 and 2/28/14, and then click the Refresh button. To print the report, click File on the main menu bar and click Save as PDF. Navigate to the Reports folder. Name the report Adjusting Journal Entries Report. To view and print the General Ledger report, click Reports on the main menu bar, point to Accounting and Taxes, and click General Ledger in the submenu. At the From and To fields, choose 1/1/14 and 2/28/14, and then click the Refresh button. The report is shown on page 4-19 of your textbook. Your report should match. To print, click File on the main menu bar and click Save as PDF. Navigate to the Reports folder and save the report as General Ledger Report. To view and print the Adjusted Trial Balance Report, click Reports on the main menu bar, point to Accountant and Taxes, and click Trial Balance, not Adjusted Trial Balance. Change dates to 1/1/14 and 2/28/14 and click Refresh. Click the Customize Report button at the top of the report. In the Modify Report Trial Balance dialog box, click the Header/Footer tab. In the Report Title field, key the word Adjusted before Trial Balance. Click OK. The report is shown on page 4-21 of your textbook. Your totals should match. To print the report, click File, Save as PDF. Navigate to the Reports folder. Name the report Adjusted Trial Balance Report. Close the report. To view, make a correction and print the Adjusted Trial Balance Worksheet Report, click Reports on the main menu bar, point to Accountant and Taxes, and click Adjusted Trial Balance. At the From and To fields, choose 1/1/14 and 2/28/14 and click the Refresh button. The report is displayed. The first two columns represent the original trial balance. The third and fourth columns are adjusting entries that we entered. The fifth and sixth columns are the adjusted trial balance. Just as with other reports in QuickBooks, we can drill down to the original window where the transaction was recorded and make changes in the adjusted trial balance report. In the Adjustments Debit column, double-click the 200 on the line that displays 6325 Office Supplies expense. You are drilled down to the Transactions by Account report. In the line that displays AJE6, double-click the 200. You are drilled down to the Make General Journal Entries window where the adjusting journal entry for supplies expense was originally recorded. Change the amount to $150 in both the debit and credit column. The list of selected general journal entries still displays 200 for AJE6, but the report will be updated after the change is saved. If the information is correct, click Save and Close. At the Recording Transaction message, click Yes. You are returned to the Transactions by Account report with the updated correction. Close the Transactions by Account report. You are returned to the Adjusted Trial Balance Worksheet. Click the Refresh button. The report is updated. You are returned to the Transactions by Account report with the updated correction. Close the Transactions by Account report. You are returned to the Adjusted Trial Balance Worksheet report. Click the Refresh button. The report is updated. To print the report, click File on the main menu bar and click Save as PDF. Navigate to your Chapter 4 QuickBooks Practice folder and name the report Adjusted Trial Balance. The report is shown on page 4-24. Your totals should match. Close the report. The income statement is known as the profit and loss statement in QuickBooks. Recall that the income statement shows the revenue and expenses for a specified period of time. To view and print a year-to-date profit and loss statement, click Reports on the main menu bar, point to Company and Financial, and click Profit and Loss Standard. Change the dates to 1/1/14 and 2/28/14. Click the Refresh button. The report is displayed on page 4-25. Your totals should match. To print the report, click File on the main menu bar and click Save as PDF. Navigate to your Chapter 4 QuickBooks Practice folder and save the report as Profit and Loss Standard Report. Close the report. The balance sheet shows the assets, liabilities, and owner's equity accounts for a certain date. To display and print the balance sheet standard report, click Reports on the main menu bar, point to Company and Financial, and click Balance Sheet Standard. In the As Of field, choose 2/28/14 and click the Refresh button. The balance sheet is displayed. The report is displayed on page 4-26. Your report should match. To print the report, click File on the main menu bar and click Save as PDF. Navigate to your Chapter 4 QuickBooks Practice folder and save the report as Balance Sheet Standard. Close the report. Because QuickBooks is designed for the non-accountant, it includes an alternative method for reviewing daily activity using registers. Registers are available for any balance sheet account, i.e., any asset, liability, or owner's equity account. They are not available for income or expense accounts. The register format is similar to a checkbook, but the information displayed is similar to the information displayed in the general ledger. To view a register, click Lists on the main menu bar and click Chart of Accounts. In the Chart of Accounts list window, double-click 1010 Cash Operating. All transactions are displayed. We will drill down to a specific account by choosing the February 23rd Kuza and Carl Associates transaction by double-clicking it. The Bill Payments window appears. Close all the windows. As stated, income and expense accounts do not have registers. They can be viewed in Account Quick Reports. To view an income account quick report, click Lists on the main menu bar and click Chart of Accounts. In the Chart of Accounts window, double-click 4020 Decorating Services. Enter the dates 2/1/14 and 2/28/14 and click Refresh. The Account Quick Report is displayed as shown on page 4-29. Close the report and the Chart of Accounts window. Submit the file through the practice link in Blackboard.